So today I find myself in the heart of Osaka. I came to judge commercial films, advertisements, and radio commercials competition in Osaka. I'm actually the chief judge. It's really strange, isn't it? I mean, I'm a neuroscientist, but I do sometimes do these works, and the venue of the final contest is in the middle of this very wonderful arcade. It's called, I think, Tensan Shotengai, and there are many interesting shops, and I'm taking a walk away from the venue because I have a few minutes until the final judgment. So you see the typical Osaka shops and restaurants, and which is a kind of different from what we find in Tokyo. There's a real Osaka feel to that. It's called Hayatoko Baba. I think it means it's a quick baba. Yeah, Osaka is known as a capital of laughter. Many comedians come from this city. So there you are. The reason why there is this tree is, I think, because there is a famous shrine near here. You know, I'm not familiar with this part of Osaka, so I cannot be sure what is near here. Apparently there's this Tenjin Shrine near here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so. It's called Tenjin-bashi 2丁目. I'm so curious because probably this is the first time I came here. Osaka is a huge city, so I've been to Osaka more than probably 100 times. Much more than that, maybe. But I have never been to this area, so it's quite interesting. So I think we have come to Tenjin-bashi 2丁目. This is the Sonezaki-dori Avenue. I think it's one of the major streets in Osaka. Again, I am not very familiar with this particular part of Osaka, but look at these wonderful doors. Quite interesting. This is my favorite skier beef ball restaurant, and there's this advertisement for wedding at the Tenjin. There's a long queue of people. They are waiting to buy some beef cutlet, pork cutlet. Quite interesting. And there is kitchen. Fujiyo kitchen looks really nice. And they sell a lot of stuff here. And Osaka Temmangu Shrine. So this is actually where you make a passage to the Osaka Temmangu Shrine. Oh, there's a shrine over there. And actually, I have come to see this place. This is where I came from. This is a famous Rakugo place, founded by the great Bunshi, Katsura Bunshi. And so this is where the Rakugo artists, really perform wonderful Rakugo stories. I'd love to go into that, but for the moment I don't have time to prove it. I will come back later. This is wonderful. So this is the Osaka Temmangu Shrine. This is what it's all about, This shrine is very ancient and it's a very important shrine. Look at this. Beautiful buildings. They display calligraphy by junior pupils, elementary school students, and junior high school students, grade school students. This means beef, cow. White brahms. Indeed, there is a cow statue here. For some reason, I don't know why. I've never been here. It's quite interesting for me to come here because it's the heart of the Osaka culture and history. There's a cow statue here. That is the main building. I think I'm gonna pay my respect to the shrine myself. Oh, there's this interesting link with Australia here. So I paid really my respect to the shrine here. Now I'm going back to the venue of the final competition of the TV commercials and radio commercials. Japanese creative talents are very unique in the world, I think. And many people actually go into the commercial industry. Many people who would have probably made feature-length films and animation films, going to making TV commercials, and there are many stars there. So it's quite interesting to judge the commercial films. And since this is the capital of laughter in Japan, Osaka films, commercial films, tend to be more witty and full of humor. And this time I think I'm going to go through the streets one block away from the busy commercial arcade. And you would see how it's different, just one block of the commercial street. And this is the back streets of Osaka, which is interesting in its own unique way. I love to come to Osaka because the food are excellent and it's inexpensive and people are unassuming and and of course there are a lot of laughter, merry laughter to go around. And so we came to the main street again. Okay. So I see the other side of the Tenjinbashi arcade here. So if I go into Tenjibashi Arcade again, I will see again the very busy shops and restaurants, but I'm just going to one block off the street. So this in this direction. And I bet it's going to be quite quiet and tranquil. So this is an interesting feature of Osaka, or indeed any typical Japanese city. So there's this great contrast of commercial activities and tranquility, which I really love. So I'm going to this back street, and it's as quiet as ever. So you can choose between the busy commercial street of the Temmangu Arcade and this really tranquil, quiet street. I should say that I probably, by my own nature, prefer a quiet street because I can then think and feel. Whereas when I want to take lunch quickly, I will probably go into that arcade street, busy, but full of lot of interesting places to eat. I am not a shopping type, I never shop, almost never shop. Some people do get a kick out of shopping, but not me. So that is a arcade, and this is a little back street, and it's so quiet, except of course for the children's playful voices, which is a wonderful music. So I think people here in the city use these streets in different manner, and depending on their lifestyle, they would either use that commercial street or this quiet back street. Both of these streets are Osaka, but when media from abroad, for example, come to Osaka, they would not focus on this part of Osaka, right? They would just focus on the busy commercial street. So if you do that, you can really represent a balanced picture of this wonderful city. And I think probably I have to go back to the busy commercial arcade street quite soon, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to go back to my venue for this evening's final competition. By the way, the competition is called ha ha ha, because ha ha represents the sound of laughter in Japanese, and also it represents kind of aha moment, and also ha ha represents the moment when you understand something. So aha moment has element of discovery, and which represents the moment you have understood something, and which is the sound, of course, of laughter. So this award, Creativity Award, is a wonderful award. I think it's in the third year, and I have been the chief judge for 3 consecutive years now. And here's the onsen actually. This is a public bath. It's quite interesting, isn't it? I mean, in Japan we have a lot of public baths, and this is one of them. And you have one just off the busy commercial streets into which we are now returning. And this is a really nice restaurant, I think. So this wonderful juxtaposition of things, which makes Osaka wonderful. And here we are back at the busy commercial street. Quite wonderful. Tapioca tea place. Warayaki be. I don't know what roasts, I think. And I'm quite near the venue now, so I have to stop here. So that was Osaka for you. And mind you, this was a part of Osaka which was my first visit. So I shared my surprises and serendipities with you on YouTube.